Hi, welcome back to Quantum Habits. In today's video, we are going to be talking about habits Elon Musk has implemented in his life that made him one of the most successful individuals in the world. A quick introduction. Elon Musk is the founder and CEO of SpaceX, Tesla, and The Boring Company. He has an estimated net worth of over $254 billion, making him the richest person in the world. He began his entrepreneurship career in the late 90s and early 2000s as he co-founded two companies, Zip2 and X.com, which later became PayPal. The sale of these companies left him with around $180 million. Elon invested all of his money in his new ventures, SpaceX and Tesla, to the point where he had to borrow money for rent. With hard work, sacrifice, and nearly bankruptcy, he turned these companies into multi-billion-dollar innovation empires. He is the closest we have to the real-life Tony Stark and has a massive ambition of taking humans to Mars. You might wonder how Elon managed to become so successful. Don't worry, because we will talk about that in this video. So here are Elon Musk's 6 rules of success. Number 1. Have a high pain threshold. Elon said, "A lot of times people think that creating companies is going to be fun. It's really not that fun. There are periods of fun and there are periods where it's just awful. And particularly, if you're the CEO of the company, you actually have a distillation of all the worst problems in the company. There's no point in spending your time on things that are going right, so you only spend your time on things that are going wrong. And there are things that are going wrong that other people can take care of. So you have like the worst. You have a filter for the crappiest problem in the company, the most pernicious and painful problem. Elon thinks you have to feel quite compelled to do it and have a fairly high pain threshold. He goes on to say, starting companies is like staring into an abyss and eating glass. And there's some truth to that. The staring into the bottomless pit part is that you're going to be constantly facing the extermination of the company. Because most startups fail. It's like 99% of startups fail. That's the staring into the abyss part. Then the eating glass part is you've got to do the problems that the company needs you to work on, not the problems you want to work on. You end up working on problems that you'd wish you weren't working on. And so that's the eating glass part. And that goes on for a long time. So how does Elon keep focus on the big picture when he's constantly faced with, we could be out of business in a month? Stay focused on the product. The profit motive is a good one if the rules of industry are properly set up. So there's nothing fundamentally wrong with profit. In fact, profit just means that people are paying you more for whatever you're doing than you're spending to create it. That's a good thing. And if that's not the case, then you'll be out of business, and rightfully so, you're not adding enough value. So stay focused on the product. Number 2. If you want to build something great, you must work immensely hard. Elon said, when my brother and I were starting our first company, instead of getting an apartment, we just rented a small office. We slept on the couch and we showered at the YMCA. And we were so hot up, we had just one computer. So the website was up during the day and I was coding at night. 7 days a week, all the time. And I sort of briefly had a girlfriend in that period. And in order to be with me, she had to sleep in the office. So I work hard every waking hour. That's the thing I would say if you're starting a company. If you do simple math, like if somebody else is working 50 hours and you're working 100, you'll get twice as much done in the course of a year as the other company. Number 3. Act despite fear. Elon said, I feel fear quite strongly, so it's not as though I just have the absence of fear. I feel it quite strongly. But there are just times when something is important enough, you believe in it enough that you do it despite fear. People shouldn't think, well, I feel fear about this and therefore I shouldn't do it. It's normal to feel fear, definitely. Something is mentally wrong if you didn't feel fear. So you just feel it and let the importance of it drive you to do it anyway. Elon thinks fatalism can be helpful. When he started SpaceX, the odds of success were less than 10%. But that maybe would make some progress if he could just move the ball forward. Even if they died, maybe some other company could pick up the baton and move and keep moving it forward. So that will still do some good. Same with Tesla. The odds of a car company succeeding were extremely low. Number 4. It is important to know the reason why you're doing things. Elon said, I think, unfortunately, like a lot of education is very vaudevillian. You've got someone standing up there kind of lecturing at people and they've done the same lecture 20 years in a row and they're not very excited about it. And that lack of enthusiasm is conveyed to the students, that they're not very excited about it. They don't know why they're there, like why are we learning this stuff? We don't even know why. In fact, I think a lot of things people learn probably there's no point in learning them because they never use them in the future. We should tell them probably why we're teaching these things because a lot of kids in school are kind of puzzled as to why they're there. I think if you can explain the why of things, then that makes a huge difference to people's motivation. Then they understand their purpose. Number 5. School is not the only way to learn. Elon has a physics background. That's helpful as a foundation, and he also read a lot of books and he talked to a lot of smart people. But Elon feels that you don't always need an aerospace degree to start a rocket company. There is so many other ways to learn, and he supports a more practical way of studying, especially in this day and age when everyone is told they need to go to college. Number 6. If we don't work hard to improve something, it will eventually decline. Elon explains, in 1969, we were able to send somebody to the moon. Then we had a space shuttle that could only take people to low Earth orbit. Then the space shuttle retired, and the United States could take no one to orbit. So that's the trend. The trend is down to nothing. You are mistaken if you think that technology just automatically improves. It does not automatically improve. It only improves if a lot of people work very hard to make it better. And actually, it will, I think, by itself degrades. It's like when you look at great civilizations like ancient Egypt. They're able to make the pyramids, and they forgot how to do that. The Romans built these incredible aqueducts, and they forgot how to do them. These are Elon's habits to success. I predict that Elon Musk will inspire many generations to come, sending us into the next generation of technology. If you like this video, you might like the rest of our 6 Rules of Success series, where we have some of the most successful people in the world teach us something new every single week. And if you want to learn about investing, check out this video on Tony Robbins' 6 Rules of Investing. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.